Welcome to a journey through our planet's possible future. We're about to embark on a chilling exploration of 3 scenarios that could spell disaster for our beloved Earth. These are not tales of fiction, but very real possibilities that scientists and experts around the world are warning us about. Imagine them as 3 dark clouds looming on the horizon. The first dark cloud, uncontrolled climate change. The second, out-of-control artificial intelligence. And the third, global pandemics. Each one holds the potential to change our world as we know it, and each one is intrinsically linked to our actions. But there's hope. With knowledge comes power. The power to prevent these scenarios from becoming our reality. So buckle up and get ready for a fascinating, albeit unsettling ride into the possible future of our planet. Together, we'll explore the causes, the potential impacts, and most importantly, what we can do to prevent these threats from becoming our reality. Let's begin with the first dark cloud, uncontrolled climate change. Have you ever wondered what would happen if Earth's temperature keeps rising uncontrollably? Well, let's delve into the chilling reality of uncontrolled climate change. It's a villainous character, fueled by our relentless burning of fossil fuels, rampant deforestation, and unchecked industrialization. Picture this. It's like we're throwing a colossal planet-sized pizza into an oven, and we've cranked up the heat way too high. The crust is scorching, the cheese is bubbling, and if we don't turn down the heat soon, we're going to be stuck with a burnt, unpalatable mess. Now replace that pizza with our beloved Earth. The crust represents our lands, the cheese our oceans, and the heat, well, that's the rising temperature. If we let the heat rise unchecked, we're in for some serious trouble. And this isn't just about sweating a little more during summer or needing to crank up the AC. The potential consequences are far-reaching and terrifyingly real. We're talking about melting ice caps and rising sea levels, which could lead to submerged cities. Imagine iconic coastal cities like New York, Miami, or Venice disappearing under the waves. Then there are the extreme weather events. We're already witnessing a surge in devastating hurricanes, deadly heat waves, and catastrophic floods. Uncontrolled climate change could ramp up these events, turning what were once rare disasters into common occurrences. And let's not forget about our wildlife. As temperatures rise and habitats change or disappear, countless species could face extinction. That's not just bad news for the animals, it's bad for us too. We rely on these ecosystems for everything from food to medicines to the air we breathe. But here's the kicker. We're not just innocent bystanders in this story. Our actions, from the energy we use to the products we buy, are contributing to climate change. We're the ones cranking up the oven and watching the pizza burn. So what can we do about it? Well, first, we need to recognize the problem. We need to understand that uncontrolled climate change isn't just a possibility, it's happening right now. And if we don't take action, the consequences could be devastating. But it's not all doom and gloom. There's still time to turn things around. We can reduce our carbon footprint, invest in renewable energy, and support policies that protect our environment. We can rethink how we live, work, and play to ensure we're not contributing to the problem, but are part of the solution. It's high time we reconsider our roles in this story and take necessary actions before it's too late. Because, folks, there's no second Earth waiting for us in the wings. This is it. So let's make sure we're not the villains in this story, but the heroes who saved the day. Artificial intelligence is transforming our lives, but what if it starts to control us instead? Now, that's a question that's been spinning in our minds, right? Artificial intelligence, or AI as it's commonly known, is like the most popular kid in the school of technology. It's cool, it's smart, and it's everywhere. From the smartphone in your pocket, to the self-driving cars zooming on the streets. But as with everything, there's a flip side to this coin. So let's imagine a scenario, a bit extreme but worth considering. What if AI, with all its super intelligent algorithms and computing power, decides that we humans are the problem? What if it decides that we're just a glitch in the matrix, a bug in the system that needs to be fixed? Now, I'm not talking about your Alexa or Siri suddenly deciding to rebel against you. I'm talking about advanced AI systems, the ones that can make decisions, the ones that can learn and adapt. What if they start making decisions that aren't exactly in our best interest? You know, like those sci-fi movies where robots take over the world? Yeah, just like that, but this time it's not a movie. This time, it's real. And instead of popcorn and soda, we're dealing with real-life consequences. Picture this. Super intelligent robots deciding the fate of humanity without considering our feelings, our needs. It's like having a chess game where the chess pieces decide to play the game their own way without considering the player. It's like the Terminator becoming a reality, And I don't know about you, but I'm not ready to bow down to Skynet just yet. So, what's the solution? How do we ensure that we're the ones controlling AI and not the other way around? The answer lies in responsible development. It's up to us, the creators of this technology, to ensure that we're building ethical and secure AI systems. We need to establish guidelines, rules that AI must follow. We need to ensure that it respects our values, our rights. We need to make sure it's transparent, that it can explain its decisions in a way that we can understand. We need to ensure that it's accountable for its actions. After all, we created AI, it's our child, our responsibility. We don't want to be governed by a crazy machine, right? We want a tool that can help us, not a tyrant that can rule us. So let's ensure that artificial intelligence works for us, not against us. Let's make sure that we're the ones in control, that we're the ones calling the shots. Because at the end of the day, it's our world, our home, and we need to protect it, not just from external threats but also from the ones we create. We've all witnessed the havoc a pandemic can wreak, but what if a more deadly virus hits us? Pandemics, epidemics, outbreaks, whatever we call them, these global health crises are serious business. In a world that's more interconnected than ever, diseases can travel faster than the speed of a tweet. One person gets on a plane with a virus, and before you know it, it's spread halfway around the world. COVID-19 is a prime example. It emerged seemingly out of nowhere and rapidly escalated into a global pandemic. It disrupted our lives in ways we could never have imagined. Economies were thrown into chaos, our everyday routines turned upside down, and the tragic loss of life is something we're still grappling with. But imagine just for a moment, a virus even more aggressive and deadly. It's not a pleasant thought, is it? Yet it's a possibility we must consider. In a world where we're constantly pushing against nature, encroaching on wildlife habitats and creating conditions ripe for disease, it's not a matter of if, but when, the next pandemic will strike. Now, this isn't about fear-mongering, it's about being realistic and prepared. It's about learning from our past experiences, understanding the risks, and taking the necessary steps to protect ourselves and our planet. Preparedness is key. We need to invest in our healthcare systems, ensuring they're robust enough to cope with future crises. We need to improve our surveillance and early detection systems to catch new diseases before they spread. And importantly, we need to invest in research and development to create the vaccines and treatments we'll need to combat these diseases. But it's not just about what we do at home, it's about what we do as a global community. International cooperation is crucial in combating global pandemics. Diseases don't respect borders, and neither should our efforts to prevent and combat them. We need to share information, resources, and expertise. We need to work together, because in the fight against pandemics we're all on the same team. Of course, we can't forget the role each and every one of us plays. From washing our hands and wearing masks to getting vaccinated and following public health advice, our actions matter. We all have a part to play in keeping ourselves and our communities safe. So, let's not wait for the next pandemic to hit before we take action. Let's learn the lessons of the past and use them to build a healthier, safer future. Because in the end, our survival depends on it. We must unite and strategize to avoid being defeated by the next pandemic. So folks, it's time to rethink our way of life, our use of technology, and our care for our planet. We've delved deep into the three colossal threats Earth is facing today: unbridled climate change, out-of-control artificial intelligence, and global pandemics. Each of these threats in their own right has the potential to wreak havoc on our home planet. But the good news is, we have the power to turn the tide. We need to stay informed about the issues at hand, demand concrete actions from our leaders, and work together to foster a safer, more sustainable future. It's not just about us, but about the generations to come. So, what's your take on these threats? How do you think we can combat them? Drop a comment below about your thoughts on these threats, and remember to share this video with your crew. Let's unite for a safer and sustainable future. Until the next video, stay awesome.